You are tuned in to Kids
In the Pit.
Hey guys, it's Gabe from the Kids in the Pit podcast. Today I'm joined by Josh Goldman from the Dopamines and Rad Girlfriend Records.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing good. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So, what do you do in the Dopamines?
In the Dopamines, I play guitar and I sing a little bit, and I kind of am like the wrangler of all the rest of the dudes. I kind of book some shows and put out the records, and I'm like the guy behind the scenes.
Yep. So I know you're So do you put I'm pretty sure you have a record label called Rad Girlfriend Records. Do you put out all the Dopamine stuff on there?
For the since about 2017, I've put out the Dopamine stuff. So I put out
Nice.
the last record, Tales of Interest, and I'm doing this new record called 8020. And we've reissued some other of their older records, and we did like a singles compilation called Hard Pass. So yeah, I've been doing most of the Dopamine stuff for about, coming close on 8 years.
Nice. Also, yeah, I like your hat. I saw Strung Out a few months ago. I think that was maybe June. Yeah, June.
Cool. Where did you see him at?
In Philly at the Underground Arts.
Oh, nice, man. Yeah, my other band, this band called the Raging Nathans, we just did a tour with Strung Out and Less Than Jake back in April, and
Oh,
so that's where I got this hat.
wait.
Reading.
Yeah. So we were at that show, I guess.
Reading.
Yeah, Reading. I didn't know
Oh
you were in
yeah,
that band. We must.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the last day of tour, and it wasn't it wasn't our best performance, but to be fair, we were kind of tired.
Yeah. Think. Yeah. I remember liking you guys. I was like, they were kind of good.
Oh, that's
But
good. All right, I'll take
yeah.
it.
Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, I'll check you guys out more, but it's cool that you're in that band too.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
So, where did you grow up, and do you still live there?
So I was born in Buffalo, New York, and I was there until I was about 12 or 11, something like that, and then we moved to Dayton, Ohio, and I've been in Dayton ever since.
Nice. Um, yeah, I've been to Ohio a few times. We're in Delaware, so it's not like, I mean, it's still a bit far, but it's not like super far.
Yeah, it's probably about what, 8 or 9 hours away.
Something like that. Yep. Yeah, we've been to some shows. Like sometimes we'll if there's a bunch of shows we like, we'll do like a weekend and we see a bunch of different shows.
Yeah. Where are you guys in Wilmington?
No, we're in Middletown, but it's like 30 minutes south of Wilmington, probably.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we've played Delaware a few times.
Nice. Yeah. There's not too many clubs here, and like the majority of the clubs are bars, and like with unless they serve food, um, yeah, unless it's like also a restaurant, I can't go in.
Yeah, I know that kind
Kind
of
of
sucks,
sucks.
man. We played this pretty cool place recently last year called Bar 13,
Yep.
and yeah, it stinks that that you can't get into everywhere, especially because in my opinion, there's a lot less younger kids that are getting into punk rock nowadays, and so to kind of limit them from being able to like go see the shows that they want to go see, that's tough.
Yeah. DRI played there like last year, I think. I don't know, a few years back, and I wasn't able to see them because Bar 13 is 20. Is it 18 plus or 21 plus?
21, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder if some of those places, I thought that they used to be able to let you like, if you had your mom or dad with you, they could take you in, but maybe not.
Yeah, Philly does. There's this place called Johnny Brenda's, and Cursive played there. Do you know Cursive?
Oh yeah. Great
Yep.
band.
They played there and it said 20, 21 plus. They said like as long as if there's a parent there and you're constantly with them, it's fine.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you need to go to more places like that.
Yeah. Just yeah, for some reason Delaware is way more strict.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, you're kind of like you can kind of go to shows in where like DC and Baltimore and Richmond, right? That's all.
Yeah, that's what we mainly do.
That's good.
We're seeing you guys at Break and Even Fest in what next weekend? Yep.
Oh yeah, wow, it's coming up, huh?
Yep. So that will be fun. Um, Also, my dad loves your band Dopamines and also the song June 4th. He said it's about his life because that's his birthday.
That's cool.
So pretty
Yeah,
funny.
we'll tell your dad thanks.
Yep. So when did the Dopamines start and were you always in the band?
So the dopamine started, I think, in about 2006 or maybe 2008. I know the first record was in 2008, but no, I was not always in the band. I joined the band in 2012. Um, I think it was 2012. It might have been 2013. But anyway, um, it's funny because I was always friends with those guys. So they're from Cincinnati and I live in Dayton. Cincinnati is about a half an hour away. And they were just kind of always like I was in another band called Rad Company at the time, and we just played shows with the Dopamines like locally. And so they were our buds. And this is gonna sound silly, but when they asked me to join the band, I had no idea that they were like kind of a popular band. uh
Oh,
yeah, like the first show that I played with them out of town was in San Diego, and like people were just going crazy for them. And I never even realized it because to me they were just like these kind of dingleberries that live down the road that were friends of mine. But yeah, so I've been in the band for 11 or 12 years.
yep. So you're the lead singer?
No, I'm the second guitarist and the kind of you know second vocalist.
Okay. So do you just do like backups or do you have like entire parts?
It used to be just backups, but on this new record I do a little bit more singing where I have my own parts. Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
I know. I hope you're not too bummed out. I could direct you to John Lewis. He's the main guy, but I could probably offer
Yeah,
some insight.
I don't care who it is. I'll have like the kazooist. I don't
Cool.
care.
All right, cool.
Yep. Um, yeah, so my band World of Chaos, we have three members and I'm the only singer, but the drummer Jaden, he does backups for like one song, but there's only three songs, so
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that kind of develops like the thing about the Dopamines is that they always had and so it's funny because I've been in the band for so long, but I'll still say they sometimes because like, you know, they always had such an effortless dynamic, between the members. And I was really worried about fitting in when I joined the band. I wanted I wanted to play well, and I wanted to mesh perfectly with those guys because you know um now unfortunately the bass player just quit the band, but for a long time, like him and John Lewis, the other guitar player, it's like they had this kind of back and forth that was really special. You know what I mean? And it was just natural. And so it's been kind of a progression, to see where the band started to where it is now.
yep. I think in Fest 2022, I was gonna see you, but I'm pretty sure your set was like really, really late.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So I don't think I was gonna be able to stay up for it, and I didn't know any songs. That kind of shit. Are you guys playing Fest this year?
We are.
Okay, my band. So not this band. It's a Well, so it's my dad's band, and I just play bass in it. Um, and we're playing Fest at 4:20 p.m. on Friday.
Oh,
Yeah.
rad. What's your dad's band's name?
Thought Control.
Cool, man.
Yep. So if you're there on Sunday, you can watch
Friday.
us if you want.
Friday.
What did I say?
You
Friday?
said Sunday.
Oh, I did. Oh,
Friday,
Yeah.
4:20 at the like burrito place.
yeah.
Yeah,
I thought I said Friday.
I'll be there. I know the Dopamines, and I think my other band. I think the Raging Nathans play Friday too. But I try to go see as much stuff and do as much stuff as I can.
Yeah, we're the first band at the like.
I think you're first.
Oh, I thought I said we were first.
Nope. Oh, we'll send him the
I
schedule.
don't know,
Remind
but we're
him.
playing at the like. It's like the backyard at something.
Oh, Palomino or it's
Yep.
both
Yeah.
and stuff?
Palomino.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I wonder if we're playing the same show.
Might be.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, we're
Wait,
playing. The Raging Nathans are playing at Boca Fiesta too, and I think it's on Friday.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of Raging Nathans, what do you do in Raging Nathans, and when did you join that band, or were you always in it?
Yep, the Raging Nathans is my band. We started in 2009, and I play guitar and I sing, and I write, a lot of the songs, and yeah, I kind of do everything for that band.
Nice. Also, you have like a record label called Rad Girlfriend Records,
Yep,
which I mentioned earlier. When do you start it?
I believe that we started the record label in 2011, and in the last 13 years or so, we've put out almost 190 records. Um,
Nice.
with some very cool people. It's allowed me to meet a lot of my people, like a lot of people that I grew up listening to, and a lot of just really cool bands. It's allowed me to help a lot of my friends and kind of be involved in music in a different way than being in a band.
Nice. I also started in 2011.
Life. He
You-
started life in 2011.
Yes, started existing.
that's cool, man.
Yep.
That's good. Well, you look like you're on the right path there.
He's like, what are you talking about?
Um,
They play it. Dopamines is 7 p.m. Friday at Vivid Music Hall. But I haven't found Raging Nathan's yet. I'm still looking.
did you look at the Palomino?
It's not on your show.
Uh,
I'll let you guys know. Continue.
yeah, I will.
Okay.
So, what was your first punk or hardcore show, and how old were you?
Hmm. The first show I think was my mom took me to see the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones with the Dropkick Murphys, Bim Scala Bim, um, and the Amazing Royal Crowns in October 21st, 1997. So I was 11. I was about to turn 12. And that was the first like punk show that I went to.
Wait, so, were you born in 85?
86.
Okay. Wait, so you said 97. What was the date?
October 21st. I remember because it was my dad's birthday.
Okay, I'm pretty sure my first show was also in October.
Yeah, like
Was it the
I
21st?
don't think so.
It could have been.
Around then.
Yeah,
It was October 22nd, something.
in 2021, and I was 9.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, it's good, man. You got a head
Yeah.
start. I think, and then my dad took me to see Green Day either that year or the next year on the Nimrod tour, and Sam I Am opened up for them in Columbus, Ohio at the Newport Music Hall.
That's pretty cool.
It was very cool.
Okay, so
Saturday.
the Raging Nathans are playing Saturday at the back here. Yeah, you guys are playing at the
Palomino.
Palomino.
All right. Well, thanks for letting me know. I thought it was Friday.
And
I guess-
Dopamines too.
Just the Dopamines on Friday. Oh, Dopamines are
Yeah.
on Saturday too, huh?
Oh, double setting?
Jeez.
So you gotta play at 4:20 and
Oh wait, we both play at 4:20.
you Friday and
Yeah.
Saturday.
Oh,
And
nice.
video.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
So
it's a sick logo that you got, man. The kids in the pit.
thank you. Yeah, I mean this wasn't the original logo, but like we got the original was just actually a font, I think. But we got this like designer to do this one and it looks really good in my opinion.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
He did this too.
Yep. Yeah, he did this logo and this logo is just the suicidal tendencies font.
Yeah.
This is the one I have because we're gonna be selling these, but it's like crooked, so I just took the mess up ones that we can't sell.
That's rad, man.
Yeah. So, what's the band that the Dopamines have played with that you're really proud to say you've played with?
Well, a lot actually, but upcoming. I mean, I'm gonna tell you this one because this is a big one for me. So next month, September, we're playing with Pennywise, um, in Indianapolis, and that's a big deal for me personally
Yeah.
because Pennywise has always been one of my favorite bands, and yeah, so I'm gonna go with that answer. But like, we've played before I was in the band. I know that the Dopamines played shows with like NoFX. We played with actually we played with NoFX at a big festival in Europe, a couple years back. Um, Less Than Jake, the Dopamines. It's funny, like the Dead Milkmen. We got to play with the Dead Milkmen in Baltimore. That was really cool.
Awesome. Yeah, I got to interview what's his name? He's the guitarist.
Joe Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool, man.
Yeah, he was really nice.
That's awesome. I'll
They're
tell
from
you a
like
funny story. When I was like, when I was in college, I had this radio show, and I had met Joe Jack because he played in this band called the Low Budgets, and they played at this like house, and we played with them. And I said, "Hey, man, can I do an interview with you on my radio show?" And he was like, "Yeah, of course." So I was just kind of screwing off, and I didn't write any questions. I didn't prepare at all. And he called the radio station, and I didn't know what to do. And I was like so embarrassed that I hung up on him. And he called back and he was like, "Is this a joke?" And I had to tell him like, "No, I was just like wildly unprepared." Um, so that's kind of my embarrassing Joe Jack story.
yeah.
So you're doing a much better job than I did.
Wait, they're like kind of old. They're from like the 80s, right?
Yeah, yeah, they're older fellers.
I kind of look like your grandma.
Oh yeah. Yep. But yeah, they're like an old school punk band.
Yeah, have you listened to much of them?
I've heard a few songs. They also have some like I don't know, like almost like what country elements?
Maybe
They're
it's
super
folk.
weird. Like they're definitely not traditional punk.
Right. Yeah, you should check them out. You should give them a shot.
Yeah,
They're from Philly.
yeah. I mean, I've definitely listened to a few songs.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
check out some more. I think you'll probably dig them.
yeah. Well, yeah, they're definitely like odd for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're definitely like pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
So, what's your favorite place you've ever toured in the world?
Oh wow. You know, touring is a funny thing. It's like it's afforded me opportunities that I never would have had otherwise. So like, the problem is though is like sometimes you don't get to see a lot of where you're at because you're just like constantly on the move. You don't have a lot of time to spend in one place. But there's things that I like about everywhere I've toured. But I got to go to Japan in 2012, and that was really sick.
Yeah,
That's probably one of my favorite places I've ever toured. And then there are some parts of Europe that are just really, really special, and really beautiful. And um, and like last year or 2 years ago, we toured Alaska, and the shows weren't great, but like we saw a moose. And
yeah,
so it's like there's certain things that we ate reindeer. Um,
Yep. I went to Japan in January just to see so we're friends with the guys at Sick of It All,
Cool.
and they were playing, and we are like, we're not gonna go, but let's just see how much tickets are. And they were really cheap if we flew to Los Angeles, which we had enough Spirit points to cover that. And it was just really cheap to go to Japan for 4 days.
Wow, that's awesome. So it was very expensive for me to go at the time. I didn't even have any money. I had to cash in like I had to cash in bonds that my grandma had gave me when I was a baby because to pay for it. But it was definitely worth it. When did you go see Sick of It All for 4 days?
So we saw the first and last day. They played for 4 days, but the first and last day were Tokyo, and we only went to Tokyo because it was too like expensive to go to the other places.
Yeah, and Tokyo
Yeah,
is pretty massive.
yeah. You could spend 10 days. Not you could spend more than 10 days in Tokyo, and then wouldn't even see all the towns.
Oh, definitely not, man.
It's
So,
huge.
was it a big show?
Um, I mean they weren't that big.
No.
I'd say probably like the first one was they were probably about
200 people.
I think the first one is probably like more like 400, and the second one is probably like 200.
So kind of just like packed out little club shows.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's really special that you got to go do that. Wow,
yeah, it was sick.
good for you.
Yep, and we had 2 days without shows, like just to like the 2 days in the middle were just to walk around Tokyo and see stuff. And we went to a. Do you know what a capybara is?
Like the animal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We went to a capybara cafe where they have like drinks and stuff, but then there's capybaras, and you can like feed them pellets and carrots and stuff.
That's
It's
awesome.
it's really amazing.
Cool. That's a great experience that you got to have.
Yeah. I think if anyone like had depression, I think petting a capybara would cure it.
Yeah.
Like it's something I'll never forget.
Yeah, that's good. I'll pass that advice along to some of my morose friends.
Yeah, if you go back to Japan, you need to try capybara. I'm not try capybara. Try petting a capybara. Do not eat capybaras, please.
Sure. Advice. I'll take your advice.
Yeah. Um. Also, you said you ate reindeer in Oslo, Norway. I tried reindeer, and
Oh yeah. Did you like it?
I think it was good. To me, it just tastes like I assume you've had venison before, like on burgers.
Sure.
Yep, I've had it, and it just tastes the same to me.
When I was
So,
when I was a little bit younger, I went to Ecuador, and they like raise guinea pigs, and they eat them. They call them kui. And so like we were like walking on the street, and they just had these big fat guinea pigs on spikes, that they'd been roasting,
oh
and I
my
ate one, and
gosh.
I was pretty good up until like you're like kind of looking at the face of it, and then I had to stop because it kind of grossed me out. It tasted like greasy chicken.
Yeah. I mean, like so they just like killed it and like fried it and just put it on a stick.
Yeah, that so like what they do is they actually raise them as pets, and they
Oh
fatten them up until they're fat enough
God.
to be like, and then they just kind of like stick like a spigot through them, and then they roast them on over like a fire.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
Gross.
Yeah. I mean, it's not any different than like people eating chicken and stuff.
Yeah,
They're all
I mean to
animals.
them it's normal.
Yeah. It's just kind of weird for like our American society.
Right.
Because like guinea pigs are like pets.
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
that's the funny thing because they're pets for them too, but they eat them.
Yeah. So wait, do they let them die and then they eat them, or do they kill them?
Uh,
Kill them, I'm sure.
Yeah, I would
they killed
assume.
them first, but I didn't witness that part of it. Thank God.
You just meant like old age.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't eat like really old animals. You have to kill them and eat them when they're young.
Yeah.
Also in a few weeks we're going to Costa Rica, and that's like, I mean, it's not that close, but it's not too far from Ecuador.
Yeah, no, for sure. You know what? We played a couple shows in Costa Rica a couple years ago. Actually, it's been a long time already, but when we got there, we were playing shows with this other band, and it turned out that Jughead from Screeching Weasel was playing in this other band, and so we did a whole bunch of shows with Jughead's band, and it was pretty cool, man. Costa Rica,
Nice.
nice. You'll have a really nice time there.
Yeah, we're going there to see Bane.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like, so pretty much all of our trips is like, if we're seeing, we just see a band that's playing there, because like, why not? If
Right.
you're already going, uh,
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I mean, it gives you something to do, you know.
yeah, and
Anchor your trip around.
yeah. Also, I've played internationally once with band Thought Control that I've already mentioned. Back in April this year, we did 4 shows in the UK, and it was sick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's one of my favorite places to play.
yeah. Yeah, England is awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Also, so in June 2023, Thought Control played. I just went with, but I wasn't in the band. Yeah, I was just like a roadie that was going with, and we went to Wales, and that was really cool.
Yeah, they're weird, right? Their language is odd.
Yes.
It's English
Yeah.
with no vowels.
Mhm. Yeah. We weren't in a, like, I didn't really experience Wales too much because we were in a pretty bad area.
Hmm,
Um, so we just like we just um went to the show, played the show, got out of there.
sure. Yeah.
Because it was yeah, it was not a good area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll have that sometimes.
Yeah. If you could have any superpower, what would you choose?
Oh man, probably telepathy
That'd be pretty cool.
or like telekinesis or something where I could like read people's minds or like speak to them on like
Yep.
move stuff with my mind.
I would like to teleport places. Because, like, let's say you want ramen for dinner. Boom, I'm in Japan.
Yeah,
Yep.
that would be a good one. I mean, there's definitely like some that I like invisibility would be cool, but yeah,
Yeah.
I think for me it would be telepathy.
Yeah. Invisibility would be fun because you could, like, scare your friends. You could just, like, literally walk in front of them and then just, like, I'm like existing now. You can see me and I'm boom.
Yeah, you could be the fly on the wall, man. You could,
Yep, you could scare someone. But yeah. So what was your favorite movie when you were my age?
you're 13,
12.
you're 12.
Yep.
Um, Probably One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You ever seen that?
No, I don't, yeah, I haven't yet.
We'll
That
add
was
it to our list.
Yeah, we have a list of a lot of movies to watch. We
yeah,
recently watched, uh,
Adventures in Babysitting.
yeah, that's what it's called.
oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Who
Uh,
recommended that?
The guys from Breaking Even Fest.
Oh yeah, yep. Okay, continue.
oh no, I mean your mom's probably seen it, but it's an old movie. I used to like reading a lot, and so I that's one of those movies for me that's like equally as good as the book. And I liked also like I like the horror movies and slasher films and stuff like that. But I also like for a while I really was kind of into film, like just what I thought I just devoured movies, and that was always a really good one. You should check that one out. You might like it.
All right, I will. Well, if you could tell your 12-year-old self anything at all, what would you tell him?
Don't do it.
What? Don't do what?
It.
What? Be in a band and stuff?
Just I don't know, man. that's a tough one because um there's a lot that I would tell my 12-year-old self, you know, and I think don't do it probably covers most of it.
Like don't do drugs and stuff.
Just, you could just you could apply that to you could apply that phrase to anything.
Yeah,
Don't
probably.
don't do it.
Yep.
Or
Or
just, I don't know, man. I would tell myself to use a little more caution. I would tell myself to um try a little harder. I would tell myself to be nicer to people, to be nicer to myself, you know. Um it's a weird question I mean, I'm 37, you know, and I know this is probably goes over your head a little bit just because you're how old you are, you know. There's some things that there's some things that no matter what I thought I knew when I was 12 or 13, you know, and I felt like and I was pretty like mature. I knew a lot, you know, but like there's just some things that you don't figure out until you're older and you just live through stuff. Um so yeah, I would have told myself to go easy, you know.
nice. Well, anything to add before we wrap it up?
Um You know, nothing really. Thanks for having me. Is there anything else specifically that you want to know about the dopamines before we get out of here?
I mean, I think we're good. Maybe what's your favorite song by them?
Hmm. It's probably off of the new record. But one of my favorite songs from them is off their record Vices, and I wasn't on that record, but that song's called Kitchen Cleaners. That's a great song. I think Expect the Worst, that whole record is pretty flawless. They really captured a time and a place. Like that's one of those records that's just great, you know. Um, so yeah, man.
Nice. Well, so yeah, we'll see you in like 9 days. I'll make sure and say hi.
Yeah, please do. I'll introduce you to the rest of the squad.
Nice. Okay, well, thanks to Josh for joining me today, and thanks to all you for watching or listening. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Spotify and other streaming platforms. Until next week, bye.
Thanks, Gabe.
Bye bye.